We pledge love and loyalty to the country salute. My how we there, my how we born. We sweet salute. We not for make this country fall. Mama salute. We let we salute. At this sweet land we love. We not for make them fall. We let we salute. Then they thief the money, then they fly. They London, they Dubai, then they buy. We there, we just a try. This day I don't come up and dry eye. Then they thief the money, then they fly. They London, they Dubai, then they buy. We there, we just a try. This day I don't come up and dry eye. We pledge we love and loyalty to the country salute. My how we there, my how we born. We sweet salute. We not for make this country fall. Mama salute. We let we salute. And this we land we love. We not for make them fall. We let we salute. And this we land we love. We not for make them fall. We salute.
For the wreck the country. It's a witch. For the wreck the country. For the wreck the country. I guess I carpets. Gaman keraka. Gaman koneka. Gaman keraka. Chamu cham. Gaman monica. Kai bom. Gaman koneka. For the wreck the country. For the wreck the country. It's a witch. For the wreck the country. For the wreck the country. And they go and they beg. Come and shake. The people that again.
Hello, family. Una good evening, una good afternoon, good morning, good day, wherever una day. We dey back today online, and today again, I mean one good day. My co-host still there on holidays. So, and we no want let this thing go quietly on waiting self. So I decide say me one go they come online. Today will be the last program for 2024. So before I start the program, I therefore wish everybody that we enter 2025 with happiness. Always we say Happy New Year. Yes, we don't wish Happy New Year, but are we happy? Are we happy? Today, I'm going to wish that we take time out, we reflect on what done pass in 2024. Let we build more faith in ourselves. Let we build more faith in whatever we believe in or whoever we believe in. As long as we believe, say, that power is there for assist we. Let build more faith in them, but let build above all faith in ourselves. Because if you not get faith in yourself, you not get confidence in yourself, whatever you wish for, you're not able to do them because the power they within you for make you do what you want to do. Now I make, even if people and they think for do bad, then they succeed because the power is there. The only thing is when you don't do what you get for do, you get for be prepared for the judgment. The consequence now in the judgment. Whatever you do, there is a consequence for it. But above all, we get for wish ourselves as human beings. All the best we can wish for ourselves. And then say the golden rule. Do unto others as you want done unto you. If you wish good for yourself, wish good for the whole world. Be grateful for what you have. Whether a small thing you get, be grateful for that and wish good for all the other people on earth. That said, today, I can't look at 2024 again as I've been start last week or on Friday. But this time, I concentrate on three things: the tripartite, the MCC, and the challenges the way that get for we for 2025. Because as I said the last time, from that thing what they call election in 2023 to now, all the focus don't direct to politics of election, politics of tripartite, politics of MCC, because MCC, rather than a grant way for come for assist we, for begin get some of the things that we need, now it don't become a very volatile and political issue. So I get for look at all them things here today. Then I go look at a very critical thing where people they know they pay attention to. Where now a question, I go give me own view, but I go want let's say Leonians and sit down, let them look at that by themselves. Why all within the be so they happen in Sierra Leone? Who benefits from this? What in are the plan? What in are the motive? Why we for conduct elections, that elections turn out for be something for stagnate we country? Why we forget a situation where the main opposition party not seem for take things them out and for be? Because if them may take things out, not to say when they say stand up, it not mean say for take gun and cutlass go fight. It not mean so at all. When God be ready for make the world, it not be use muscle. And una we believe in the books them, then tell we in the two books, then say God make we like himself, he give we some of him power. The ability for think. Who gets that power? If we think and plan properly, we come with the correct strategies, we get what we want. This not a rocket science. Everything where they exist will get around with horse, motorcar, this, that, all they come up from thoughts. Not a muscle creates motorcar. If na muscle they create motorcar, like Africa for don't develop. If na muscle been they make aeroplane, Africa for don't develop. If na muscle they make internet, now who first be forgetter. And the other thing we'll get forget at the back of our mind. The power is not coming from outside, it is inside us to use. And if we know how to use them, we dey get things done. We no need for cause and effect, knock and arrest, kill this, kill that. That does not solve any problem. In fact, they create more problems. It creates more problems. If you say you believe, with what you they preach, say you believe, you they go church, you they go mosque. The two religion enter, we say, thou shalt not kill. So why do you have to kill? For the sake of power. Why do you have to kill? For the sake of power. The power to do whatever we want to do is within us. It's our spirit. It's our intellect. Why don't we use it for make we get things done? Why are we so attached to these material things when an illusion? I want to see one person who don't die. We're all in billion. It can go to the next one. Honestly, there is a power within us to use. And that power, we for use them for make we all get benefit. But now we use them for destructive purposes. Then we still they make hypocrites say we're religious. That said, let we look at the situation in Sierra Leone, a land that has so much potentials, a land with so much possibilities, a land with so much opportunities, then a land with a very small population. And that population right now is a very young one. The average age of the Sierra Leonean as it is now is about 30, 35. The median age is about 21 or 19. I'm not too sure. That means we get a very young population. We mean say, if we get the right type of direction, we get all the energies for use for make we do things and make fast progress. Especially now that we have the cyber technologies and other things. But instead, we are going backwards every day. So we need to ask, why have we wasted a whole 365 days on just two main things, I go say, tripartite, MCC. Then in between, we bring other crisis situation them. Sack Auditor General, change Chief Justice, vote, I don't know for vote because this is the second time it happened, as Sierra Leone say. Then they go vote on 2/3 majority on the wrong procedure. Wherever then get the idea, say 2/3 of those present, I don't know. But as far as I'm concerned, the 2/3 majority should be of all members of parliament. We saw it in the first term of this government where they try for elect the Speaker of the House. Confusion happened. Some members were taken out. A vote was conducted. We have seen it again for the Auditor General's voting in Parliament for take a decision. This now a signal for Sierra Leoneans. This now a signal for Sierra Leoneans. Dictators, governments where they run on impunity, then they use two things to their advantage. Then they use the fear factor to make people keep back. And we see plenty of them in Sierra Leone today. Then they use manipulation. And there is a lot of manipulation, what they call carrot and stick. We see them also in Sierra Leone. Are we heading for a one-party state in Sierra Leone? That's the question Sierra Leoneans should begin to ask. Because whatever we say, the party who believes in the main opposition is almost dead. And there's so much internal rumblings and troubles that they cannot work together. So correctly, we can say at this material moment, as I speak, Sierra Leone is a de facto one-party state. Because the issue about having several parties, not for win elections. As a matter of fact, the issue about calling the party not in government the opposition has always been wrong. The opposition, the only Kamusai animosity day. What we should be talking about is the government in waiting. The APC is not performing that role right now. They are not government in waiting. Because when you say government in waiting, then for be participant in governance, not to the disadvantage of the state. What we've seen in this same APC, some members of the party took a vote against or in favor of dismissing the Auditor General when everybody knows there was no legal grounds or rational grounds for dismiss the Auditor General. We see back the same opposition don't sit down. The Chief Justice has been taken out, sent as ambassador, but in a Mao not get shame because if not me, I don't be Chief Justice, nobody know they send me as ambassador. I will tell you, say, thank you, sir. Thank you for that job. We know the procedure of changing Chief Justice is almost the same as that of the Auditor General. I'm sorry. He was sent on leave. We not get anything we then bring against him. Suddenly, he was sent as ambassador. Somebody else has been sworn in and approved by Parliament. So we not really get an opposition or a government in waiting in Sierra Leone. What do we get? Now, a set of people going by two names, one calling themselves SLPP, the other calling themselves APC, conniving to defraud the country. And people may want to ask, why are they doing all of this? Because you want to know how much money they in Sierra Leone right now, how much money they come now the country. Are we aware of what revenue we are getting in the country? Then they tell we all the time, they can't put tax here, they can't make so, they can't make that. But have we ever been told the revenue that we make from our natural resources? And why I say natural resources, not only mining, other areas than the timber. We've never been told about what is made from timber. And we know say every time that they export timber from Sierra Leone. Fisheries, we've never been told. I don't know if now this morning or yesterday, I see a video, may not know that lady, whether a minister of marine resources or deputy or whatever, they talk about government intending to close the fishing waiting for almost a month. I said, but why? Why do we have to close fishing in the whole country? Are these people planning to kill everybody in Sierra Leone? Because fish is not the main source of protein for people. If you say for close fishing, then where do you expect the people to get protein from for that period? You see, a lot of things that go on in Sierra Leone will for pay attention to. It's time we put politics aside. Something is not right in Sierra Leone. And I would say this clearly. If Sierra Leoneans wish well for their country, let them begin think about forgetting about APC and SLPP. That set of people, they're not good for Salon, they're not good for themselves. They're not good for the country, they're not good for themselves. It's time we begin to raise the awareness that a few people want to create an oligarchy in Sierra Leone. And if they succeed, mass poverty, far, far, far above what we see so, they get for take over that country. People will be walking and dropping dead in the streets. Above all, they are creating a situation of dissatisfaction will go explode at some time in the future. And the danger about such an explosion is that it is going to spread globally. Because there are people in all these two political parties, a sector out in the diaspora, most of whom came during and after the war, who have never gone through trauma healing. If you get 2 million Sierra Leoneans in the diaspora, I believe, say, 1.5 million of them are traumatized. They may be living a good life, but the trauma they in them quietly. So any small explosion will get a spillover. Because even now with this yam, 90% of the people them in the diaspora, now then they in social media, they curse and fight and argue every day in social media. So we get for begin notes then things then they. We get for begin notes them. Now, coming back to the issue, this vote manipulation of parliament, I think it's time we get the APC party for come out with something concrete. Let we know if they get for continue for allow themselves to be manipulated. Because the question we'll get is, okay, now we imagine, say, the notice about going to vote on the Lara Taylor Pierce issue was sent overnight. Where were the other members of parliament? Why shouldn't they attend parliament? Isn't that what they are paid for? Why did we have a retreat in Gambia at that time? And why should some of the members of parliament go to Gambia for a retreat? Were they elected to be all over the place playing "Oh, be joyful"? Or were they elected to seek and ensure the welfare of the people? The one they will be absent. What are the reason will make them absent from parliament? Anyone been sick upon them? We're not able to grab now the sick bed for waka. We get for pay attention. Something funny is happening in Sierra Leone. Something we get for take that country to the level of Haiti. And the other places them, they will the but now don't begin so na Sierra Leone. I don't care what resource a country get. If a few people feel say that the normal forget all the good life, the majority not forget. Anyhow we delay, it will result in progressive destabilization of the state. And they not a rocket science, not a personal wish, it's a natural trajectory of events. It's natural. And some of us will not sit and wait. Maybe the 10th away get for happen, some of us will not be here anymore. So we find loud on the drummer. We find loud on the drummer more. That genocide will be in Rwanda. In 1958 it starts. What has started in Sierra Leone may lead to a similar situation if we not try for find a way, let we sit down and get with politicians them for come to their senses. Because what you really see with the politicians in Sierra Leone is all idiotic. It's all idiotic. How can you be running a country with so much resources? We're not able to sit down and say, what can we do to make this place better so all of us will have a good life? Instead, when I sit down, they make kukujumuku, bang bang, toke, this and that for destroy the country. And at the end of the day, when you go to that country, who do you see prospering? It's foreigners. Who that go come out India, they can't say they can't do gold mining. Who that they come out Lebanon, who that they come out Colombia. It's time Sierra Leoneans to wake up. Nobody can make we country a better place past we. This tripartite, from the day we begin, I came out and said, it's a waste of time. And believe this, it's a waste of time. That thing is not going to bear any fruit. It's a waste of time. And who that will suffer most about this tripartite issue are the APC party. The APC party now then get for suffer most because the tripartite, they destabilize and destroy the party. Yes, with a life we say, MCC, they not go give if this tripartite. Yes, America go say we not go give, but America then get permanent interest. Europe get permanent interest. UK get permanent interest. We now not get permanent interest because we not bigger man mentality we get. So we don't even have an interest. We only wait for something to happen. There will be a reason. They may change and say, okay, we'll give this money. They have permanent interest. And one of the permanent interests is strategic. Go and check your map of Africa. Look at Sierra Leone, Guinea, and Liberia. They're on the curve of the African continent in the Atlantic region. We put them in an equidistant position to all the major cities in Europe and America. America may not want Russia and China to come too close. So then we say, okay, we'll make we ward off this till they'll give this money. They'll keep BO in power. Not any our mistake, BO they make and call out. You don't get back in. So it's not in our interest. Our interest is how do we correct what has gone wrong with our mentality? I keep saying this. The problem of Sierra Leone is not political. It's a socio-psychological problem. It's a problem that needs therapy. It's a problem that needs healing. The trauma will they suffer, not to RAF rebel work create them. It contributes to them. But the trauma will they suffer in Sierra Leone, it they inside with DNA. It's historical. A lot of things will happen in the past which traumatize people then. The DNA was transferred to us by our parents and our grandparents. As a matter of fact, now because of that trauma there, now I make the main factor for make people then work together as a people in our day in our country, which is trust. The Sierra Leonean does not trust the other Sierra Leonean. That mistrust, how they manifest and express, we call on tribalism. It's not tribalism. After us, if we are tribalistic, then we for make sure even foreigners not come our country because then they talk different language. Not a language factor now problem. Now trauma. And until we sit down and stop being hypocrites and say, how do we heal ourselves? All on our noise, on the peace commission. It's waste of time. If you don't know the problem, you don't find a way to solve the problem is always going to be there. Even if you coat it with glass or ice or whatever, the problem is always going to be there. And the problem of Sierra Leone is socio-psychological. Another thing where they make we know say we get a problem of trauma. Anybody, the minute he gets small opportunity, small money, small education, small power, small influence, he look incompetent mortal man as nothing. He go on for bully him and use impunity on them. These are all the signs of trauma. Where people are not traumatized, the first thing where they see, all men, they respect each other. Then they get that camaraderie within them. The unfortunate side is most Sierra Leoneans would say, oh, but now this they happen in England. Now India. Yes, it happen in then societies then they, because then they get their own trauma. The biggest traumatized societies that we can find in the world are capitalist societies. We get the dog eats dog approach to development. So you not get reason for compare. Look at China. They told us China is communist, but the Chinese, they make progress because they get less trauma for deal with. They have been tailored and tuned. This is our place. This is our nation. Let us make it. They don't mind who that in power. And who that in power, they use that for bully the masses. Yes, there is law and order. There are controls here and there. That is always going to be. But China today is more of a capitalist nation than America and Europe. Because they get less trauma for deal with, then picking them with they born, they're more innovative. Which is the third thing I want to talk about. One of the things where they show we say we society highly traumatized. Look at our children, look at our educated class. How productive are they? How much production is taking place in Sierra Leone? How much innovative thinking is taking place? The human mind gets on limitless capacity. But how much of it are we using? We are not, because we are traumatized. We confused inside we ate. All what you sabi, now what in and tell we, because that's what we have been tuned to. We have been tuned to be actors instigated remotely by some factor. And now one of the reasons that will make, we not even know the value of what you get. Also, they go bigger, bigger. Because we have been tuned for that. If we want to take Sierra Leone forward, we get to sit down individually and ask ourselves. Now put aside sentiments. Now put aside sentiments. Now put aside associations. Now we ask ourselves, are we doing the right thing for our country? Are we doing the right thing for our posterity? I think that's not the question we need for the ask. Because look at the whole country, small, easy for manage. All time now we they cry. All time now we they cry. And we get more than enough for use. The things they work for train, we picking them for do. We make quality products for export. We pull them there. They can't teach them about Plato and Aristotle and whoever. We don't need to know about those people. We have our philosophers in Africa. Them parable people and the pool. Now philosophy. Have we ever sat down to do a collection of those books, of those ideas, put them in books? Will they go teach you picking them about Napoleon Bonaparte? We are not teaching them about Baibure, Nyagwa, and others. That is show how much trauma we dey under. We are so traumatized, we not care for no that will be. It's not important. What's important, we want for be somebody else. People are happy about being somebody else. Today I see one Salom Bobo, I think na Bobo born na Britain. They talk about Sierra Leoneans in the diaspora in the UK especially not teaching their children their language. I said, this young man is correct. But again, he may not know the reason why they are doing that. They are not doing that because they want to be English. They are doing it because they are traumatized. They're traumatized. There's so much around we, for sure we say we're traumatized. Then we get a political class, we not even get the urge for look at waiting wrong, how go make and right. For all they know, when they are in power, it's their time to grab what they want to grab. Whoever is divided now in business. Well, we get a president, we don't tell we say the country we don't divide, not to divide. That's a very childish talk. If you meet a country divider as head of state, and if you dey go church, you say you're not Catholic, you dey read your Bible, and they say God made man in his image and likeness to take dominion over the earth. They not say the earth for take dominion over you. So if the place divided, you say you're not able to solve, and that means the earth they take dominion over you. But like a mother, therefore go pray, a big, or begin read the Bible and understand them. Do ya? Let me go, mother. That was a misstep, a total misstep on your part. That was a very critical question when I ask you for psyche, and you fell into the trap. So the world know that you be from that answer day. Say this man, now man we get impunity inside, I may get vexation. He's traumatized. So he not care whether people then divide or they together. Before you be president, you be make a statement, say you the leader, not for talk. Yeah, anything you want to talk, get somebody say, now this I want to go talk, or I see him, let them advise you. Because something in the way they talk, it's dangerous, buddy. That Kebile Mugoy, they keep talk, then dangerous. It's dangerous for you. You dey trap yourself. Because some then questions are a psychological question. If they ask you, say, how you going to do this? Say, yes, this divide day, we go see how we go do. We go try for get experts. We go try for this, try for that. Then we see how we can begin close the gap. That would have been a very safe and sound answer. But no. Ebo, paddy. Now this one, tender, you can talk some of who they lock we are. You know, and see. God afraid. But all the same, it's a part on the road to development. It's a part. We shall get over it. But coming back to the topic, that we look at them, that we see. What in the things them where they happen to Sierra Leone right now. Number one, this tripartite, the way where then they drag fit for implement them, it deepen the divide in the country. And the divide not the only between APC and SLPP anymore. Now even the people of Sierra Leone are taking a very apolitical stand, and they are not happy about it. Rather, if you see young family that they don't begin sing, if you know say they are not happy about what is going on. The other thing where this thing they do to Sierra Leone, we will not know. It weaken the credibility of the country. It weaken them. And it go reach a point, some of the international partners here will abopa, then go refuse for go salon. So the hardship will be increased by the people them. The same apply to this Auditor General who not dismiss. Trust and accountability, they go side by side. Trust and probity, they go side by side. Trust and transparency, they go side by side. The Auditor General's office is there to assure trust in the state. But if we not create and coin a way for get rid of them, we not succeed for get rid of them. Hey, not so Lara Taylor Pierce we not do. Lara Taylor Pierce, the worst come to the worst, she will get a job somewhere else. If you not get a job, sir, you're able to open a consultancy from Sierra Leone. You go they do consultancies for international businesses. As long as you get internet supply, then go they pay money. Not saying una do. Now Sierra Leone una don't put inside the woods. Because that action day, especially where international institutions been caution una. Maybe sometimes when I get party them, we get drug money and other things, then go counter. But I go on for assure you, dirty money is always dirty money. Hey, that money MCC and the other hand they give on the eat free. If not drug money, you not eat them. For not I swear to God and they come for una. Una know that. People with dirty money, you misuse their money, they come for you. Una know that. So now left that. Now come to the mainstream investment. One, Sierra Leoneans we get the means for invest, except the one they want to go make papi show. But real Sierra Leonean businesses will be afraid to do business in Sierra Leone. I want to let you know this. All I want to know this. If there was any wish for Sierra Leoneans for say, okay, let we go buy treasury bonds, let we buy this, buy that, so that we go contribute for help the economy, that will be diminished. Because you've lost, you've broken the trust. You've broken the trust. So even Sierra Leoneans would be afraid to do business in their own country now. Then let's come to the foreign people. And I think say any sober-minded company will go Sierra Leone after this. They will not. Any company will go there and for go rip off. They don't mind and go pay bribes or whatever. They make all the profits, then clear out. So at the end of the day, we not help the country. And government enroll now for help a country for develop, not to for take a country backwards. You see, all the things that happen in 2024, it creates a lot of uncertainty as to what will happen in Sierra Leone in 2025. When I hear about peace, 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 where man hungry, yeah? When man hungry, it become criminal, it become reactionary. All the things them way for make stability, not go day. And you can't use the gun to force it, not go work. Because even that gunman, where they send say, go control them people. If he says self not satisfied, if they reach out and say, boss, I know they go this one. No. Where you want force and too much, if you not take 10, you they turn back. We've seen it happen several times. So I don't know how you guys are thinking or what you're thinking, honestly. But if you not feel say, in this 21st century, una go do what una get for do una want do am and go scot-free, I don't think so. I don't think so, especially in a country with young people. Those people, they want a future. If they don't see a future, they will say, okay, bo, what you care for life done now, they die go. And I want you to know one thing. On a abop and then various cabals, the owner don't allow where they take people picking them, pass with them through the desert for can Europe, etc. Europe is becoming very nationalistic. Even me, they talk, I don't know. 5-10 years from now, they're not going to ask me for left here. Europe is becoming nationalistic. There'll come a time soon, they'll seal all the passages for foreigners to come to Europe. They may even ask some of us, irrespective of the fact that we don't take citizenship, for left them country. Maybe the one they were born here, then go say, let them stay. So, when I begin think, I say, when I begin think, if all the people we don't run can Europe, then ask them for left and go back. And I forget a very big problem now in hand. Very big problem we are gone not able to solve. So dear, it's 2025. Let we sit down. Let we look. Let we ask. Let we begin plan. And tell una Bible una believe say God used 7 days to build the earth. And in all those 7 days, he say, God said, let there be. The human race get the ability for say, let there be. Let there be is when we sit down, we plan, we think, we plan, we say, okay, let it be this way. But if we no undo that, if not kapu, we say one continue it. It is rich side, that kapu, it is turn colic power. It's time we begin to think. It's time we begin to plan. Africa has enough to run herself. Sierra Leone has more than enough to run herself. But we need for think. And when we think, we need for look at we cultures, we look at we traditions, we ask ourselves, are some of these good for us? If they are not, let us leave them behind peacefully. Things change with time. Let us leave those practices, those traditions, those beliefs, those concepts that no longer allow us to remain united. Will people then be united? Will people then be united? They were. And they were decentralized. Wherever things went wrong, now because we took to what we don't understand. We wanted to become foreigners in our own country. Now I don't lead we to this deep hole where they so. But we can still come out. We can still come out. Mr. Dowda, they ask, say, what in APC and APC really they fight each other for? Now, kapu, you go see how cheap politicians them be. A country where get the capacity for produce billions of dollars, then they go fight for 400 million from MCC because then they able to show that money they go come, then go get waiting for shame. A kapu, that cheap-mindedness. Start out. Yes, Mr. Fofana, welcome. I'm a former housemate, this Mohammed Lamin Fofana. How are you, sir? Long time indeed. You see, we get for think na Sierra Leone. And I'm glad Mohammed Lamin Fofana dinner. You don't tell away some of we been they tell Salon this so, but we were seen as the enemy. And from that time to now, it's getting worse. It's getting worse. It's getting worse. The young generation, we not want loan a falla that road will be no falla. I make some of us still they talk, otherwise I foresee them now why they talk to us. So everybody in my house don't sleep. Now me one day up. Me one day up because it's over 11. We get for try. If I reach here, I go take some calls. Let I get to my own opinion, my people. The lines are open. Call and let us discuss. The lines are open. Why are they wait for caller? They play music for now. Yeah?
They use the power for oppress. Mama cry for the picking with the blood to rest. The streets are red like the sunset. What is the power?
The woman them cry, them pain at the silence. Who go fight for justice in this violence? Only that's why they love for the nation. Why you not they bring with tribulation? Them they kill with dreams with oppression. Sierra Leone, we need salvation. Say no more. I wanna for protect, not for war. The blood with the shiny, they stain the floor. Justice we want, make it rain forevermore. Oh no more. Women will be tools for abuse and scorn. The cries of the people, it on the turn. Rise up, Sierra Leone, we must reform. Them they work with guns like them because life and nothing, them they trample the odds. The women they suffer, them voices they know, but enough is enough. The change will go so. The leaders they blind to the pain. The people them cry, but them gaze they in vain. Who go defend us? Who go explain? The land of Leon, no we live with this chain. The big man, the people know they sleep. We they rise up strong, the movement done deep. The women we go guard them rights we they keep. Nobody abuse the darkness go with. All leaders, body love for the nation. Body honor they bring with tribulation. Them they kill with trips with oppression. Sierra Leone we need salvation. Say no more. I wanna for protect, not for war. The blood with the shaggy they stain the floor. Justice we want, make it rain forevermore. Oh no more. Women no be tools for abuse and scorn. The cries of the people it don't get on. Rise up, Sierra Leone, we must reform. Then the big man, the people know they sleep. We they rise up strong, the movement done deep. The women we go guard them rights we they keep. Nobody abuse the darkness go. Only that's why the love for the nation. Why you know they bring with tribulation? Them they kill with dreams with oppression. Sierra Leone we need salvation. Say no more. I wanna for protect, not for war. The blood with the shady they stain the floor. Justice we want, make it rain forevermore. Oh no more. Women no be tools for abuse and scorn. The cries of the people it done the dawn. Rise up Sierra Leone, we must reform. Together we go fight till the morning light. The land of the young we go make them right. Justice for all, no matter the fight. We dey call for peace to the end of the night. Oh no, who go speak for the voiceless? Oh yeah. The system they broken is lawless. Then they use the power for oppress. Mama cry for the pikin where them put to rest. The streets they red like the sunset. Oh yeah. Bodies that fall, but we no forget. The women them cry, them pain at the silence. Who go fight for justice in this violence? Only that's what the love for the nation. Why you not they bring with tribulation? Them they kill with dreams with oppression. Sierra Leone, we need salvation.